Okay, let's unpack this. Is your organization's data strategy feeling a bit, well, stuck? You've embraced the cloud, you're collecting mountains of data. Maybe moving that data, transforming it for analysis still feels like a complex, slow, maybe expensive bottleneck. If that resonates, then today's deep dive into AWS Glue might just be the missing link you've been searching for.
It's such a common story, isn't it? So many organizations I see wrestle with this exact challenge. Data transformation, it's not just some technical task, it's genuinely a business enabler. Without efficient ways to, extract, transform, and load that raw info, the classic ETL into usable insights, well, decision making can really grind to a halt. And the traditional approaches often mean fragmented data silos, endless manual coding, and maybe spiraling costs. What's really compelling about AWS Glue is that it steps in as a serverless data integration service. It's specifically designed to simplify and, crucially, scale your data workflows without all that typical infrastructure overhead. It's a potential game changer, really, both for business leaders needing agility and for the data pros building those vital pipelines.
Absolutely. So if we think about that whole journey data takes, right, from its raw state to providing actual insights, Glue really aims to remove friction at every single step. Where does it even begin helping us make sense of what data we actually have?
Yeah, good question. It starts with understanding your data. That's often the first and honestly biggest hurdle. That's where Glue's automated data discovery comes into play. It uses these things called crawlers. I know, yeah. Now, these aren't just simple scanners. They intelligently infer the schema, the structure of your diverse data sets. They automatically catalog everything from, say, nested JSON files sitting in your S3 data lake, Amazon's object storage.io, structured tables in a cloud data warehouse like Redshift, or even relational databases in RDS. And this process, it automatically populates a central data catalog. Think of it like giving you a single searchable inventory of all your data assets.
That data catalog sounds incredibly powerful. So it's not just knowing where the data is, but truly understanding its structure, its relationships. That seems crucial for data governance and making it usable fast. Okay, but once we've found and cataloged the data, the next big hurdle is actually transforming it, right? That's where those traditional ETL headaches often really kick in. How does Glue simplify that often complex development phase?
Exactly. Once you know what you have, you need to shape it. And Glue tackles this simplified ETL development piece by offering quite a bit of flexibility. So if your team is comfortable with coding, they can write sophisticated transformation scripts, maybe in Python, maybe Scala, leveraging the immense power of Apache Spark. That's the distributed processing engine that really excels at large-scale data transformations. But what's just as important is Glue Studio. That's its low-code visual interface. This means teams can drag and drop components, build pipelines visually, and really accelerate development. It adapts to different skill sets. It's about empowering both the hardcore coders and maybe the citizen data integrators.
That flexibility sounds key. And speaking of flexibility, one of the biggest buzzwords, obviously, in cloud is serverless. How does Glue's serverless architecture really impact the operational side? Because managing infrastructure for a lot of teams, that's a huge burden.
Oh, it's transformative. It really is. With Glue, there are genuinely no servers to provision or patch or manage. None. You don't have to worry about sizing clusters, handling software updates, or scaling up and down based on demand. Glue scales automatically. If you throw a massive data spike at it, Glue scales out to handle it. If your workload drops, it scales back down. Simple as that. And this isn't just about convenience. It fundamentally shifts your cost model to pay only for what you use. You're not paying for idle compute resources just sitting around waiting for the next job. This means you can run these powerful data processing jobs without the constant operational overhead and often big upfront investment.
Right. So, okay, we've got the data discovered. We're building our ETLs more easily. We're not worrying about servers. But data pipelines, they rarely just run in a straight line, do they? They often involve multiple steps, dependencies, complex sequencing. How does Glue handle that orchestration piece?
Yeah, that's where workflow orchestration becomes vital. Glue offers built-in capabilities to construct these complex, multi-step data pipelines. You can define triggers maybe based on time or specific events or even just the completion of a previous job. And you can set up dependencies between jobs to ensure your data flows smoothly and reliably, from ingestion through multiple transformation stages right to its final destination. Plus, you get monitoring right within Glue's environment to track job progress and troubleshoot if things go wrong. It's about building reliable, automated data factories, essentially.
So, if we kind of connect all these pieces then, the core insight here seems to be that Glue doesn't just process your data. It fundamentally transforms how your teams work with it. It streamlines that whole data lifecycle discovery processing, orchestration, enabling a more efficient, maybe more collaborative approach to data management.
Yeah.
So let's bring it back down to earth. What does this all mean for you in the real world, whether you're a business leader or maybe a data professional on the ground?
Right. So what? Like, for enterprise leaders, the impact is often immediate and pretty profound. It's about reduced time to insight. Instead of traditional ETL processes taking weeks, maybe months to clean and prepare data, Glue helps your teams turn around analysis in days, sometimes even hours. And that kind of speed, it directly drives business agility, it fuels innovation, and frankly, provides a significant competitive advantage. And let's not forget the cost side. That usage-based pricing means you avoid over-provisioning, which is so common with traditional clusters. You optimize your spending.
Makes sense. And for the data professionals, the engineers, the analysts,
For them, it really unlocks a whole new level of capabilities. You gain powerful tools for everything, from sophisticated ETL scripting, robust metadata management, which is crucial for governance, right through to performance tuning for really large data sets. Plus, there are tools like Glue Data Brew that offers powerful visual data wrangling. It lets data analysts and scientists clean and normalize data without writing lines and lines of code. And mastering these cloud-native tools, it doesn't just make your current job easier, it genuinely opens doors to more senior engineering and architect roles, because cloud-native pipelines are fast becoming the absolute norm in modern data setups.
okay, so it sounds incredibly powerful, lots of benefits.
It is, but it's important to acknowledge something here. While Glue offers these immense benefits, implementing it effectively isn't always just a simple plug-and-play situation. To truly extract the maximum value, you really need the right strategy up front, especially around things like data governance and security. And critically, you need the right talent or access to it. This is often where external expertise comes into the picture. Many consulting firms specialize in this. They help enterprises design glue-powered architectures that are secure, scalable, and really aligned with specific business goals. They can bridge technical gaps, whether you're trying to modernize an old legacy system or build a brand new data lake from scratch. Ultimately, they help unlock that long-term ROI. And just to add, for data professionals listening, these firms also represent fantastic career opportunities to apply your Glue skills on really diverse, impactful projects. You get to see how it powers major business decisions.
Right, good point. So the question we started with, is AWS Glue the missing link in your data transformation strategy? For many organizations looking to modernize, to scale, to accelerate their data capabilities, it very well might be.
And remember, knowledge, especially around powerful cloud tools like AWS Glue, it's most valuable when it's really understood and then applied. Maybe consider how rethinking your entire data transformation approach, truly leveraging serverless solutions, might fundamentally shift your organization's agility and its capacity for innovation. Worth thinking about.
Keep exploring, keep modernizing, and keep discovering those vital insights that can transform your business.